So when you open OBS as a beginner, this is the interface you're going to see. So this black thing here is what we call the program. Because we haven't put on the studio mode, we are only getting the program. But when we put on the studio mode, we are getting the preview. So this is the preview, and then we are getting the program. So preview simply means this is where we are going to do all the dirty works, and then when we feel like they are okay to go online, we just transition, and then the people online that are watching us will get it here. So preview and program. So we just have to switch the studio mode off so we can carry on with our tutorials. So studio mode, we get our program scene alone. So these things you are seeing here, so we have scenes, you have sources, we have audio mixer, we have controls. All these are called docs. They are called docs. So with docs, you can customize your docs, you can add docs, you can download docs, you can. So with OBS, you'd have to work manually. Almost everything is manual. There are no really automatic things, like things that are inbuilt that you'd have to create them yourselves. So with these docs, these are inbuilt docs. We have scenes, we have sources, and then the audio mixer. So scenes and sources move together. Sources are just like files that are going to be in your scene. So scene are simply folders. So let's say on your computer you have created a folder. In the folder are files that are going to use just that they are under one collective name. That let's say you title, let's say videos. So the video becomes your scene, and then the number of videos that are under that particular video or are in that particular folder are what we call the sources. So simply, sources are the files, and then the scenes are the folders, the collective names that are given to those files. So now, let's say we would want to create a scene in OBS. We'd want to, you'd want to stream online. You'd need some things, and some of these things you'd need, let's say your video feed. The feed you'd send, just like I'm recording right now. This is actually a feed. Let's say I'd want to put this feed out there for social media users to also look or watch what I'm doing. You're going to create this feed here together, so with the scene and then the sources. So right now, let us create a feed, a video feed for. I'm just taking you through the basics. So we are starting with the basics, and then as time goes on, we just dive deep into the things we are going to need, like the overlays, the lower thirds, the colors, and all that. But for now, I'm teaching you how to create scenes and then sources. So this plus sign here is what we use to add scene, and this plus sign over here is what we use to add source. So scene, let's say we'd want to create a scene for our camera feed or our video feed. Let us just name it video feed. So video feed has been created. Okay. So now our folder, let's just use folder in simple terms. Our folder has been created here. Now, if you click on the folder on your computers, when you create a folder and you want to open it, you double click it or you just hit it, and then the files that are in that particular folder just come out or just show. So now we are hitting this video feed, and then because we have no files, they are giving us, you don't have any sources. That is simply, you don't have any files. So it is up to us to create our own sources. You understand? So this video feed, it is up to you to think and say, okay, what are we going to need to create our video feed that we are going to give to people that are online who would want to watch us. So now we hit this plus sign, and then when you hit this plus sign, this pop-up that comes is what we call these are the sources, the options that they have given us for us to choose from. So if you'd want to create a source under your video feed, what you are going to need is your video capture device. So now we are going to select our video capture device. That is simply our feed, our camera, the feed that any camera that we are using is going to give us. That is a feed. So now we have selected the video capture device, and this is the pop-up we are getting. So let's just rename it to camera or cam, and then we hit OK. When we hit OK, this pop-up comes, indicating that we would have to choose what kind of video input we need to go online. So now we are seeing this pop-up that is also called the properties. Now we come to where it is written as device, and then we select what video capture device we'd want to use. Because I don't have a video capture device in play now, I'm going to have to select some of the ones that I have used previously. So right now we have the Droidcam Source 3, we have Iron webcam, we have Droidcam Source 2, and then we have OBS camera. Because I don't have my camera set up right now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select the OBS virtual camera. I'm not going to get any feed, but just for tutorial purposes, let's select the OBS virtual camera as our feed. We are not getting any feed, let's just select it as our feed. Now we can right click on it on the feed, we go to transform, and then we stretch to screen. Better still, we can just type, or we can just hit Ctrl+S on the monitor, on the keyboard. We can just hit Ctrl+S on the keyboard to just expand it to fit the screen. Now that we have expanded it to fit the screen, we have our camera in play here. Now with video feed, you just can't tell me you want to put the video feed out there without your sound. So let us go and select our sound in the same source, in the same file, in the video feed folder. So now we go to the plus sign again, and then we go to audio input capture. So you can rename it to, let's say, sound, and then you hit OK. When you select sound and then hit OK, this is the pop-up that shows up. So now we go to where the device is and the written default. We are going to select what audio input device we would want to send online for people that are watching us to also get a clear sound. The feed, the sound that we are using, they would also get it. So we just hit this default, and now we have options to choose from. Right now I'm using microphone V8, so I'd have to choose microphone V8 as my sound, and then I hit OK. Now we have my sound here, and then we can see that it is reading the signals. Everything is just reading as I speak, an indication that it is sending my video or my audio signals to my stream. Okay, so now we have our sound, we have our camera in play, we have created a scene for our video. So let's say we'd want to create another feed for, let's say, a screen capture. We want to record our screen, just a scene. We just want to record our screen just like that, for nothing really. We just create a scene, and let's say we name it screen recorder. We just hit OK, and then we go to sources, because this is the folder. We go to sources and then just add a display capture, and then you can name it, you can rename it as screen or screen capture. You just hit OK, and then capture method automatic. Select a display to capture. You just select, let's say, whatever it is that is going on the monitor, and then with this one too, you just hit Ctrl+S to fill the screen, and then now you have your video capture, your display capture, that is capturing everything that is happening on your screen. So that was just by the way, we don't need it. So let's say for churches who would want to create scenes for, let's say, Bible message titles, overlays, feed and all that, you'd have to come here as your scene. You have to create all your scenes. You have to come here, your sources, and then you just add it. As time goes on, I'm going to teach you how to add logos, how to create our crawlers, how to add pictures, how to just it is just going to be a whole lesson on its own. My name is Randall. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell icon for notifications whenever new post. that I make. Follow me on all social media platforms as Shield Online.